WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Blue Raider baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for Countdown to First Pitch. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agent Andy Womack, Lightning's Locker Room and Phillips Bookstore, Granis and Associates, Las Casas Drugs, and by Middle Tennessee Electric. Now, let's go to the ballpark.
Thank you and welcome into another broadcast of Middle Tennessee Blue Raider baseball, coming to you from Reese Smith Field. Boy, it's good to be home after several games away from this venue. So we're back home against the University of Delaware. This is a first-time opponent, a new school in Conference USA. They've had kind of tough sledding in baseball so far this year, but in other sports they've really done well. In fact, they're going to have two of their tennis teams. One is already in the women's championship, and the other will play Middle Tennessee tomorrow in the semifinals of the men's championship. So they have brought some quality athletes into our conference, and we're excited to see what their baseball team looks like. Dick Palmer along with John Callow, and it's a warm, very warm Friday afternoon, but we appreciate this weather after so many cold games early in the season. 84 degrees was the last temperature reading I had, and a south-southwest wind at about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Not really gusting from the south as we are accustomed to here, but enough to kind of give those fly balls a little lift going out toward right field.
Well, that is going to be a factor, but we need to really talk about this Delaware team. We need to talk about the three teams in Conference USA that are below us. Because we are halfway through. We've played 15 conference games. We've got 15 to go. Now, the important thing is that we've got to be part of that top 9. The three below us are FIU, Sam Houston, and Delaware. We've got Delaware. Delaware has lost 11 straight in the conference, 13 straight, well, not overall. 1-12, I believe, since the last time they won. But that win was against Dallas Baptist, that one conference win. They've 0-11 since then in the conference. Then you got Sam Houston. Sam Houston has lost 11 conference games in a row. They are not playing very well. And they're down in let's see. They're at New Mexico State this weekend. We've got that tiebreaker on New Mexico State, as I recall, right?
Yes.
And then you've got FIU. Well, FIU is tied with us right now at 5-10, but they are in Alabama at Jacksonville State this weekend. We've been there. We know what can happen down there. You look above us, you've got Western Kentucky and Kennesaw State tied at 6-9. Well, Western Kentucky has to go to Missouri State. We know what happens there. And Kennesaw State, they're hosting Louisiana Tech. We have the tiebreaker on Kennesaw State. Well, I like where we are in the conference right now.
The Raiders' remaining series in the conference are, of course, this one with Delaware next weekend at Sam Houston. Then we come back home for Western Kentucky the following weekend at Florida International, and we'll wind up our conference play with Liberty. That'll be the final conference series here before the conference tournament starts. So the Raiders have already played many of the top teams in this league, and now we need to make some hay.
That's right.
Here in the second half of the season.
That's right.
We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and also a player interview for you as Middle Tennessee prepares to take on the Delaware Blue Hens in Game 1 of a 3-game series. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Welcome back into our countdown to first pitch. Middle Tennessee and Delaware opening a 3-game series tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics, with 5 convenient locations in the Murfreesboro area. Learn more at ascend.org. John?
Dick, we got a theme tonight. We've got the Blue Hens against the Blue Raiders.
Yes, we do, and everybody's in blue, it seems.
Got a lot of blue. So anyway, for the visiting Delaware Blue Hens, leading off will be the center fielder, Sal Minio. Batting second, the catcher, L.T. Cockrell. Batting third, the first baseman, Evan Bolden. Third baseman, Sam Winsett is in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, left fielder Noah Burrows. Batting sixth, Anthony Charles. He'll be in right field. And then batting seventh, Jeremy Wolf. He is the second baseman. Their shortstop is Harry Carr. He bats eighth. Their DH is Anthony DeCesare. He bats ninth. And on the mound will be a right-hander, Ryan Pugh. For the Raiders, leading off in center field, Owen Noack. Batting second, the DH, Lane Akers. Cooper Clapp bats third at second base. Tyler Minnick will be behind the plate tonight. He's in the cleanup spot. Dean O'Neill at first base tonight. He bats fifth, followed by Nathan Brewer in left field, Brett Rogers in right field. Batting eighth, third baseman Brett Von Dolan. And in the 9-hole, shortstop Clay Badalak. On the mound, right-hander David Horn Jr.
Umpires are at home plate, meeting with the head coaches, Jerry Myers in his 4th year here at Middle Tennessee, and Greg Mamalua. Hope I got that right. He's in his 4th year at the University of Delaware. He's a former assistant coach at FAU, so he is very familiar with what goes on here in Conference USA. Had a chance to talk with one of our guys down in the dugout after batting practice, and he was actually one of the keys in the Raiders' comeback win on Tuesday in Belmont. So let's listen to what Dean O'Neill has to say. Visiting with Dean O'Neill, who was just one of the heroes Tuesday night in the win over Belmont, but that was a win that this team, I think, really needed.
Yeah, that was, like you said, that was a win we absolutely needed to not just get the bats and everything else moving, but to get the morale moving going into this series, another weekend series, conference series that we need to win, but just focus on doing things we can control.
Yeah. Our team was a doubles machine on Tuesday night. I never saw as many two-base hits. I don't know if the wind, the weather conditions, the field had something to do with all that.
Yeah, the wind definitely helped, but that's definitely a credit to our hitters, just being able to put the ball in play and doing what we need to do with the pitches that we need to swing at.
Now, I thought that you and Gavin King were a great combination in those last 4 innings. And I want you to tell me how you were handling him and what he was throwing, and he just was lights out.
Yeah, he's a fire-breathing tone setter out there. So I just kind of let him do his thing out there. He's a younger guy and when the pressure's kind of high, guys tend to get kind of big. But he knew what to do. He got his spotlight and he didn't blink. He was able to maintain everything. He was able to do well, and he performed.
The thing that impressed me about him is that he was throwing strikes, and he's had problems with location in the past, but he was zeroed in Tuesday night.
I think he absolutely thrives under the spotlight. He does his best when the pressure is the most on him, and that's something that is extraordinarily important, especially with a bullpen arm like him. We need guys like him.
Speaking of a spotlight, we could have used one around home plate did it seem a little dark out there to you?
Absolutely it seemed dark. It was tough to see, but I was just telling myself and other guys, hey, if you could just tell yourself that you could see, then you're going to see. You got to fake it till you make it.
All right, let's talk about your home run now in the top of the 13th inning off a pretty good left-hander, one of their starting pitchers who had come in and kind of shut us down.
Like I said, it was kind of tough to see, so I just kind of told myself that I can see, even though I really couldn't. I was just selling out for anything down the middle, and I was going to trust that I had the ability to adjust any off speed. He just happened to throw me the same pitch that I was wanting him to throw me.
After playing most of your career in cold weather, are you enjoying this southern weather now?
Boy, I walked out of my house with a T-shirt and shorts and said, man, this is summer. This is summer weather for sure.
How have you adopted to playing first base?
Yeah, I've played it all in high school. I didn't really play too much of it in college, but, it's absolutely a nice break from catching every day like I used to do. And I like to talk to people at first base, too, which is kind of the fun part. But it's a position where I've played before, and it's like falling off of a bike, and you fall off and get right back on and start doing it again.
Yeah, well, we don't want you to make too many friends with the Delaware players at first base.
Oh, yeah. Well, I might end up getting to chatting just because they're from my area, but, yep, they're the enemy.
Have you played against any of these guys before?
One of my teammates in travel ball back when I was 16 were teammates, so I'll be able to reconnect with a couple of those guys, but they're all from the same area where I am, relatively like an hour or so from where I am.
All right, well, this is a big series for us because we just picked up our a road win, which we've been hard to come by. Mm-hmm. So now we need to make hay at home.
Yeah, every time we get to play here, it's an absolute privilege, and, we have that sense of familiarity and comfortability, knowing that our home fans got us and we're familiar with our own turf, and when a team comes in here, they honestly kind of see that we play with that confidence, so there's an intimidation factor when it comes to that, but we just got to keep playing our game and keep having fun.
All right, let's grab this first one today.
Absolutely, let's do it.
That's Dean O'Neill, a very personable young man. He's a grad student, transfer from the University of Maine. And one of our favorite Blue Raiders.
Yeah, he's got that interview thing down, hasn't he, Dick?
We're going to take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, I ought to be about ready for first pitch here. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Welcome back to Reese Smith Field, Middle Tennessee and Delaware tonight. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Blue Raider baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. From the Blue Raider Network and Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters, the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, and by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider baseball.
Middle Tennessee and Delaware tonight. Coming to you from Reese Smith Field. Dick Palmer, John Callow with you. Let's take a look at the Blue Hens. Come in with a record of 11-26. They are 1-14 in Conference USA, and like Middle Tennessee, John, they have yet to win a conference game on the road, and we certainly don't want that to start this weekend as the Raiders fighting for a spot in the tournament need all the wins that they can come up with.
Well, we've got to take care of those three teams below us that we still have to play. And that means we've got to go on the road to Florida International and to Sam Houston. So, as you've been saying in the pregame, and we've talked before we even went on there, we've got to make hay with the schedule that we've got here down.
Campus School Choir did the national anthem for us tonight, and the first pitch was thrown out by father and son, both celebrating a birthday today, Carl and Wyatt Kessler. And on the mound for the Blue Raiders, David Horn Jr. will give you some numbers on him in a minute. Tyler Minnick will do the catching with Brett Von Dolan at third base, Clay Badalak at shortstop, Cooper Clapp at second, and over at first base is Dean O'Neill. We'll have Nathan Brewer in left field, Owen Nowak in center, Brett Rogers in right field, and as mentioned, David Horn Jr. is the Blue Raider pitcher tonight.
Making his 9th start, 10th appearance. He's thrown 36 in the third innings. He's given up 33 runs, only 23 of them earned, on 40 hits, 25 walks, 43 strikeouts. He's got a 5.70 ERA, a 1-4 record. And I got to tell you, that 1-4 record is not, and that ERA don't tell you a whole lot about the way he's been pitching for the last 3 weeks or so.
Well, David Horn in the Louisiana Tech series pitched the Saturday game. He went 5 1/3 innings, and going into the 6th inning, he had a 2-1 lead.
And you go back to the Jacksonville State. He pitched on Sunday in that game and got beat 3-1. If we get some bats going, he's not going to be the loser of that one.
Yeah, Louisiana Tech got to the Raiders for 4 runs. Horn was charged with all 4 of those runs, and after the 6th inning, it was 6-1, and the final was 8-2 in that game. But going into the 6th inning, he was standing them on their heads pretty well. And we'll see what he does tonight. I thought the secret, John, was he was mixing his pitches so well, and he wasn't just throwing fastball after fastball after fastball. He had his breaking ball working, and he was keeping the hitters off stride, and we'll see how that plays out tonight. This is Sal Mineo. He is the center fielder, a sophomore and a left-handed hitter, and he'll lead off for the Delaware Blue Hens, making their first appearance at Reese Smith Field. First pitch of the game is inside for ball 1.
At 6:07.
1 ball and no strikes. Mineo hitting .270. He's not a big guy. Takes the pitch outside. He does have 5 home runs, though. So the count is 2 balls and no strikes to the leadoff man here in the first inning. Von Dolan will play him up on the grass. And the ball hit in the air to right field. Rogers going back. That was going to get out of here. That is a leadoff home run over the trees in right field for Mineo, and it is his 6th of the season. And not exactly the way you wanted to start this game.
No, absolutely not. Weather conditions at game time, Dick, 85 degrees and sunny. Wind out of the south-southwest at 9, and that means it's blowing out to right field, and we just saw that happen.
Had that high fly ball, and it just sailed. So an early 1-0 lead for Delaware here in the first inning. And the batter is L.T. Cockrell, the catcher. Horn with the pitch to him, and it's in for a strike, 0-1. Well, he got behind Mineo, John, and came in with a fastball, and Mineo was waiting for it. And hit it over the right field fence. Off-speed pitch comes in a little bit high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that 16-mile-an-hour difference between the pitch before it and that one. 90-mile-an-hour fastball and a 74-mile-an-hour changeup.
Outside for a ball. 2-1 to Cockrell. Horn has pitched 36 innings, and that's only the 4th home run he's given up this season. So he's spaced those home runs out pretty well. The 2-1 pitch is low for a ball, and it's 3-1. Home plate umpire is Tommy Separulo. Jose Polanco at first base. And for the third straight weekend series, we have Dylan Bradley. He'll be at third base.
I know he was with us down in Jacksonville.
3-1 pitch is hit to short. Big hop for Badalek. And the throw across is in time, and that is out number 1 here in the first inning.
What was it Coach Ryan Hubert told you in the pregame interview the other night at Belmont about home runs?
Well, as long as they're solos, you don't mind too much.
That's right.
You don't like those home runs with men on base.
So they had a bunch of home runs at Belmont. We just had one here, all of them solos.
One out in the first inning. Delaware an early 1-0 lead. Evan Bolden, their first baseman, takes the strike called. A right-handed batter. Bolden is a Delaware native out of Middletown, Delaware. Missed with a breaking ball, and it's 1 strike to Bolden. So David Horn pitching on what I guess you would call short rest, as he was the Saturday starter last week. Caught the inside corner with a fastball. 1-2 to Evan Bolden. He's hit 8 home runs, which means he is the leader in that department for the Blue Hens. Pitches outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. John, I think their official name is the Fighting Blue Hens.
The Fighting Blue Hens, huh?
2-2.
Is that like the Screaming Eagles that we played a couple of weeks ago?
Could be.
Uh-huh.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside. 4-3.
Well, he's been throwing change-ups and slow breaking stuff. See if he comes back now with the heater.
Full count, 3-2. Pitch to the plate, hit to short. Well, it's going to be Clapp. They had shifted over. Clapp was actually playing on the shortstop side of second base. He kind of cut in front of Badalak and made the play.
And they're talking that over right now. He says, Badalak could have made the play just as easily, but Clapp stepped in there, picked it up, made the throw.
So 2 outs in the first inning. The batter is Sam Winsett. It's a cleanup hitter. Plays third base for the Blue Hens. Comes in with a .308 batting average. Hits from the right side and takes the pitch outside. 4-1. First meeting ever in baseball between these two. There's a shot to left field and a base hit. Solidly hit. And the second hit of the inning for Delaware. Noah Burrows, the left fielder, will stand in.
Left fielder number 17.
They are a predominantly right-hand hitting team. 3 left-hand hitters in the starting lineup. One of those has already hit the ball out of the ballpark. That's Minio. Runner at first, 2 outs, and Burrows takes the strike, 0-1. Horn throws a fastball, a cutter, a slider, and a changeup. And he was mixing them all up pretty well in his last start. 1 strike pitch is swung on, fouled out of play to the right. And the count will go to strike 2.
That was the fastball. Throws the fastball, low 90s, change up in the mid 70s.
2 strikes to Burrows. Checks the runner at first. Does Horn. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with that high heat. And that's all in the first inning. But Delaware comes up with 1 run on 2 hits. They strand a runner. And we will go to the bottom of the first inning. It's Delaware 1, Middle Tennessee coming to bat. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And we take you to the bottom half of inning number 1, 1-0, Delaware in the lead. And they will have a right-hander, Ryan Pugh, on the mound. We'll check his numbers in a moment. His catcher will be L.T. Cockrell. Around the infield, Winsett at third, Carr at short, Wolf at second, Bolden at first, with Burrows in left, Minio in center, and Anthony Charles is the right fielder, and the pitcher is a right-hander, as we mentioned, a sophomore, Ryan Pugh.
Ryan Pugh making just his second start. He was a reliever for his first 8 appearances, came into the weekend rotation just last week. He's thrown 25 in the third innings, giving up 21 runs, 16 earned on 27 hits, 17 walks, 19 strikeouts. He's got a 5.68 ERA, a 1-2 record with 1 save. 9 of those hits have been for extra bases, including 3 home runs. Leads their squad with 7 wild pitches. So we like those wild pitches when the other guy is throwing them, don't we, Dick?
Owen Nowak will lead off against Pugh, and the first pitch to Nowak is in for a strike. Nowak's first start was last Friday against Missouri State. He went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 7 hits and 6 runs, and actually took the loss in that game. He had 4 walks in that game. So the count to Nowak now 1-1, and the pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-1 to the Raider leadoff batter. Owen, a left-handed hitter, carries a .313 average into this series. Pitch is low and inside, ball 3, and the count goes 3-1. Pugh is a 6-footer, 195. And the pitch is a strike. And it's now 3-2. Owen had tossed the bat away and was ready to trot down to first base.
That's not good for him.
Full count, 3-2, and it's lined in the left field for a base hit. Nowak goes the other way with a sharp single to left. Raiders have the leadoff man on here in the first inning. Lane Akers has been moved up to the 2 spot. If this young man keeps moving up in the batting order, John, he's going to be in the leadoff spot before long. He was hitting 7th, then moved to 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, I think.
Oh, gosh.
So he's hitting 2nd.
He had a good night at Belmont.
Redshirt freshman. And a bouncing foul past 3rd. Strike 1 to Lane Akers. Out of Murfreesboro Siegel High School. And he's upped his batting average to .344. Which, if you look at the stat sheet, is the highest average on the team. There's a swing and a foul out of play, and the count will go 0-2. Owen Nowak at first base with a leadoff single. Ryan Pugh comes set. And the pitch is high. Count goes to 1-2. I don't know how accustomed Delaware is to playing in this kind of heat.
Well, they started the season down in South Florida.
There's a throw to first and the runner back, so I guess they're accustomed to it. Akers took advantage of that throw to first to step out of the box. And he's back in with a count of 1-2 strikes. And checked his swing, did not go. Count evens up at 2-2 to Lane Akers.
Actually, they didn't go to Florida. They went to North Carolina to open their season. Then they went on the road. They went to Mississippi State in Starkville.
The 2-2 pitch is swung on. Popped foul. That's back out of play. Count holds at 2-2. Raiders got their black shirts on tonight. Black jerseys with the blue numerals, but they're outlined in what, white?
Yeah.
They got white pants and the two-tone caps. Pitches into the turf. And the count will go full to Akers, 3-2. So Nowak at first base likes to do a little running. We'll keep an eye on him, as will the pitcher, I'm sure. 3-2 to Lane Akers. And a throw to first. Nowak back in there. He's got 7 stolen bases on the season,
which is exactly the same number of wild pitches that the pitcher has.
Pitches outside, ball 4. The Raiders have the first 2 men on here in the first inning, and the runner was not going on that pitch. So first and second, no outs. The batter is Cooper Clapp. Boy, he had a nice game on Tuesday, didn't he?
He sure did.
3 doubles.
What do we got? A pitch cut? Pitch clock?
John, I have no idea. Plate umpire stopped play momentarily.
Okay.
And got some help from the Delaware dugout. I don't know what that was about.
I don't know.
Pugh's ready to pitch, first and second. And showed bunt. Took the pitch low and inside, ball 1. That's one area the Raiders have had trouble with lately, is getting bunts down when they need them.
Yeah, we were doing very well with that earlier in the season, and we tried it a couple of times the other night at Belmont and just could not get the ball down.
And he got that one down. Good bunt. Third baseman picks it up. Got him at first. The sacrifice will be successful, and runners go to second and third. Now that's good execution. Putout will go third to first, and Clapp with a sacrifice bunt puts 2 runners in scoring position for Tyler Minnick. Tyler doing the catching tonight. That's from the right side, and a little brushback pitch backed him away, ball 1. 13 doubles, 6 home runs for Minnick, along with a .284 average. Pitch is outside, ball 2. 2-0. Pitcher Ryan Pugh comes set and delivers a pitch, and it's fouled out of play. 2-1 the count. Brought that one in at 91. A right-handed pitcher, he can look directly at the runner at third. Nowak with a lead over there. The pitch is outside, ball 3. So he falls behind Minnick. He's going to have to come in.
He's gone with 3 balls on all 3 of these hitters now. He's throwing a lot of pitches here early.
And a fly ball to right field. That one's tagged pretty good. It's over the right fielder's head. 1 run will score. Second runner is coming in, and a sliding Minnick into second with a 2-run double. And the Raiders take an early 2-1 lead.
That ball just barely off the bottom of the wall. It got that just carried, didn't it? Got into the what was that? Just to the right of the 365 sign, around the Ascend Federal Credit Union sign out, and that gets a visit from the pitching coach.
Pitching coach is Daniel Sweeney. And he'll want a word with his young pitcher, sophomore.
One of the things that the Raider coaching staff preaches is if you give up a run, you got to come back and get it back and then add on. So you got to like what's going on here. We got that run back. We added on. We need to just keep adding on.
I think we have a lot of parents here for the weekend. I notice Clay Badalak's folks are here. They were in Louisiana following the team last weekend. Here's Dean O'Neill. He was our guest on the pregame show. Had that big home run in the 13th inning. Drove in the winning runs in the win over Belmont on Tuesday. Pugh with the pitch. O'Neill takes a strike, 0-1. That's fastball in at 91.
So Minnick, that was a 3-1 pitch, right?
It was.
So he went 3-2 on the first 2 batters, 3-1 on Minnick.
1 strike to count to O'Neill. And he hits one to the third baseman on a big hop. Long throw across in time for the out, and Minnick stays put at second base. That is out number 2. Do have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Nathan Brewer. Nathan's come up on some hard times lately, and he just needs to get his confidence back up to where it was earlier in the year, I think. Left-handed batter. And the pitch to him is a strike at the letters, 0-1. Brewer to be followed by Brett Rogers. 2 runs in the first inning. Raiders leading at 2-1. Pitch is inside for ball, 1-1 to Nathan. Brewer hitting .273, has 5 home runs, and has driven in 28. A swing and a miss, and the count will go to 1-2. Brewer stands in from the left side against the right-hander, Pugh. Swinging a tip foul back behind the plate. Count holds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Delaware is going to be on the road for a while. They're in Philadelphia on Wednesday of next week, and then they go to Liberty next weekend in Lynchburg, Virginia. Here's another 1-2 pitch to Brewer, and he swings and fouls it out of play.
I think he was just trying to spoil that pitch.
Count holds at 1-2. Nice crowd here on a warm Friday night.
And I think we've still got them coming in. If you're out listening, come on out to the yard.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air to center field. Center fielder retreating, going back near the wall, reaches up. It's off the wall. Is it out? Hit the batter's eye over the center field fence, and that is a 2-run homer for Nathan Brewer. That's one way to get out of a little slump, isn't it?
I'd say that is a confidence builder if I've ever seen one. 2-run homer.
That is Brewer's 6th of the year. Hit it to straightaway center field.
It was right out there by the 395 sign.
He hit one like that, not last weekend, but the weekend before in Jacksonville.
It stayed in the park.
403 feet to center field there.
That's it.
Pitches outside to Brett Rogers, ball 1. Rogers takes a strike, 1-1. So the Raiders lead now 4-1. 2-run double from Minnick, 2-run home run from Nathan Brewer. There's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Brett Rogers. And Pugh with the pitch. That's low and inside, ball 3. 3-1. And ball 4 is low. That's the second walk in the inning given up by Pugh. And the batter will be Brett Von Dolen. He will be the 8th man to bat here in the first inning. Raiders on top, 4-1.
Pugh already up to 33 pitches.
Right-hander comes set, and Von Dolen hits it high in the air. Pop up on the left side. Everybody converging. The shortstop's going to catch it in shallow left field. So that's going to be all in the first inning. Von Dolen, after the first pitch, pops out to the shortstop, Carr. 4 runs in the inning. There were 3 hits and 1 man left on base. We have completed 1 full inning here at Reese Smith Field. It's Middle Tennessee 4, Delaware 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the second inning. Raiders leading 4-1. Nathan Brewer with an Old South Properties home run in the first inning. It's time to go home. Old South Properties, Tennessee's favorite home builder and the official home builder of MTSU, is this season's home run sponsor, and we hope to give them plenty of mentions tonight.
I was just thinking 3 or 4 more times that would be just wonderful.
Throw goes down to second. Delaware will send up Anthony Charles, the right fielder, to face David Horn Jr. here in inning number 2. Charles hitting .256. He will bat from the left side. Horn gave up a solo home run to the first batter he faced in the first inning. Also gave up a single, but then struck out the last guy to get out of the inning. Bouncing ball to second. Cooper Clapp has the big hop over to first in time. And that is out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second inning.
On the first base side of the second base for that one, I looked up. That was that referencing that play back in the first inning.
Jimmy Wolf, the second baseman, looks at a strike. 0-1 to Wolf. He is a senior out of New Jersey, transferred from UNC Greensboro. Pitches outside for a ball, 1-1. This team is made up primarily of transfers. I guess the head coach figured with the move to Conference USA, he better shore up some things.
Yeah.
Because he's been in this conference before as an assistant coach. There's a bouncing foul, and count will go to 1-2.
Well, last year they played a coastal, Coastal Coastal America Conference?
Colonial, CAA.
Okay.
Colonial Athletic Association, I think.
But they weren't allowed to play for the championship, right?
There's a ball fouled out of play because they were changing leagues.
Yeah, that's the way I understood it.
Count holds at 1-2 to Jimmy Wolf.
So they went. They've gone from playing Hofstra and some more folks like that to playing Jacksonville State, Dallas Baptist.
Ball hit the center field over in the right center. Nowak comes charging, dives. Did he get it? Umpire says no. First base umpire, I think, made that call. He was out in shallow right field, so I guess he had a decent look at it.
Nowak was trying to sell it all the way, wasn't he?
That will be a double for Wolf.
Shortstop number 14, Harry Carr.
We have no replay capability here, so the only challenge you have is to challenge the umpire face to face. Here's Harry Carr, the shortstop.
Success rate on that is pretty dismal.
Runner's taking a lot of liberty at second base. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Well, that replay actually worked in our favor Tuesday night. Umpires had called a runner at Sealand second safe. We questioned it. They looked at the replay, overturned their call.
Pickoff play at second, and Badalak saved a bad throw.
Horn, yes,
was about to throw that ball into center field. Badalak leaped and caught it.
About 2 steps on the first base side of the bag.
Count 1 strike to Harry Carr. And the pitch. Breaking ball, and he fouled it at his feet, maybe off his feet. Count will go to 0-2. It's funny, the Delaware shortstop is hitting 174. The Blue Raiders shortstop's hitting 173. So I guess we're about even at that position, huh?
I suspect they're both in the lineup because of their defense.
Yeah. 2 strikes to Carr. David Horn comes set. Now that runner at second will draw a little more attention. And the pitch is swung on and missed. And that is strike 3. It is also out number 2. That's a First Vision strikeout. First Vision Bank is a proud partner of Middle Tennessee Athletics and the official strikeout partner of MTSU. Don't strike out on your banking services. First Vision Bank, providing more power to your business. That's the second First Vision strikeout for Horn. 2 outs and a runner at second. Number 9 hitter is Jake,
Number 27, Anthony
DeCesare. I'm doing my best to say it the way they have got it on the pronunciation guide. The pitch. Check swing and a foul back. Count will go to 1-1.
Did you write it down phonetically like I did?
I'm just looking at the pronunciation guide. DeCesare. 253. He is a freshman. Horn comes set, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Horn gets ahead 1-2. Got him on a breaking ball.
Yeah, pulled the string on him.
1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner at second. 2 outs here in the second inning. Raiders leading 4-1. And a little tap, that is going to be a foul ball. Von Nolan will pick it up in foul ground, toss it away. Blue Hens wearing blue tops with, I guess that's gold numerals.
Or yellow even.
Gray pants. Runner's going. Throw to third is not in time. That'll be a stolen base for Wolf. So Wolf was doing a lot of dancing out at second base early after he hit that double, and he just took off for third. Count is now 2-2 to Chesarai. Pitch to the plate. That's a fastball in for a strike, and that is 3 of them. This Chesaray called out on strikes for out number 3. So a pair of first division strikeouts in the second inning. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. We will go to the bottom of the second inning. Middle Tennessee 4, Delaware 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Bottom half of inning number 2, the Raiders sent 8 men to the plate in the first inning and scored 4 runs on 3 hits. One of those, a 2-run homer from Nathan Brewer to dead center field. Need to remember that tomorrow's game has been moved up to 12 noon. That is due to the threat of rain in the afternoon. So 12 noon tomorrow, will be on the air at 11:45.
I guess that means I have to set my alarm clock in the morning. Huh?
Well, you certainly do.
Clay Badalak at the plate. He's got a cheering section down here.
His mom and dad are here, and they were joined by several friends, maybe family members. There's a strike, 0-1. Top of the batting order, waiting for another round. There's a pitch all the way back to the backstop.
Almost hit him.
Count will go to 1-1 on Badalak. Native of Cincinnati and a grad student here, working on his master's. Bouncing ball right side. First baseman fields it and will win the race to the bag for out number 1. Badalak retired. First baseman Bolden unassisted. 1 out here in the second inning. Owen Nowak started things off with a single. Came around to score on a double by Tyler Minnick. Second time around for the Raiders now. The ball hit into left field. Left fielder charging in. Started back. His first step was back, which is what they tell you to do. but then adjusted and made the catch in shallow left field for out number 2.
I've been thinking about these Delaware uniform tops. Does it look to you maybe a little bit like UCLA blue?
A little bit, yep.
Yeah.
Blue and gold.
Yeah, the numbers on the back are huge. We like that.
Here's Lane Akers, and he skies one foul off to the right. That one's going to be out of play. It'll fall out in front of the Blue Raider field house. 1 strike. Akers drew a walk, and he came around to score in the first inning on Minnick's double. Pitch to the plate is high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitcher Pugh is from Virginia, South Riding, Virginia. And Akers pops it up. Shallow left field, shortstop Carr moving back. Left fielder will call him off and make the catch. So the left fielder Burrows made the final 2 catches in that second inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Raiders. Nothing across. We have completed 2 full innings. Middle Tennessee 4 and Delaware 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
David Horn Jr. will be starting his 3rd inning. Gave up a run on a solo home run to the first batter he faced. And Sal Mineo will be the first batter he faces in the 3rd inning. This young man hit a high, deep fly ball to right field and sailed out over the trees. He doesn't look much like a slugger, does he, John?
He does not.
He's listed at 5'11", 195. He is from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. And a transfer from Ohio State.
Where's number 1, and that number 1... Look how huge that number is. That is a 1, right? Yeah.
He's in his first year with Delaware. So I don't think he's going to get a fastball on this first pitch. What do you think?
Who knows? But I think you're probably right. You throw him a slider down and in.
Horn with the pitch. And that's exactly what it did. It's inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Mineo. 270 hitter coming in, and that home run in the first inning was his 6th of the season. Pitch is low, and that's ball 2. 2-0.
I think that was the cutter.
So a guy hits a home run off of you, you tend to be a little more cautious with him next time up.
That's exactly what they're doing here.
2 balls, no strikes. There's a check swing, and that pitch is in there.
That was the fastball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
So he's thrown him a slider, a cutter, and a fastball.
Bondolan in, edge of the grass at third. Play most left-handed hitters that way. The pitch is inside, ball 3. 3-1. Outfield just about straight away. Don't
Horn-
have a whole lot of wind tonight.
No.
There's
Just enough to be interesting.
3-1. Pitch is swung on, hit up the middle. That's a base hit. Right over the pitcher's mound, over second base into center field.
Dickey can hit a fastball.
No doubt about that. So it's his second hit of the game. Leadoff man on here in the third inning, and the batter is L.T. Cockrell, the catcher, grounded to short in the first inning.
Catcher number 6, L.T. Cockrell.
Raider infield would like to see that ground ball to short again. They're in double play depth. Horn with the pitch and swung on and missed. Strike one. Mineo also a good base runner, stolen 9 in 10 attempts. So we got to keep an eye on him. One strike to Cockrell. Horn turns and throws to first, and the runner ducks back in.
They're already 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Jeremy Wolf, the second baseman, stole third after a double in the second inning.
The pitch bounced up. That's a good stop by Minnick.
That's right.
He just kind of took that big catcher's mitt and swatted that one back down into the turf.
Keep it in front of you. Keep it in front of you.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That was what, about a 54-foot breaking ball or changeup, something like that.
It hopped up there.
It did.
1-1 pitch coming. And that's a breaking ball swung on and missed. 4 strike 2.
Yeah,
1-2.
Threw him a slider down and away. That's not a bad pitch to throw again.
Runner on first with no outs.
Setting up on the inside corner.
Over to first, the throw goes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to L.T. Cockrell, senior catcher. Pitch is high. Ball 2, 2-2. University of Delaware is located in Newark, Delaware. They have 4 additional campuses around the state. The 2-2 pitch, the runner goes, swung on, miss, strike out, and the throw to second. And he's out. He stepped off the base. He beat the throw, John.
He did.
But he came off the base. And who was that? Badalak put it on him?
He did, yes. So you got to strike him out, throw him out, kind of double play.
2-6 for the putout. So 2 outs, base is empty. Well, we were looking for a double play, not quite that way. There's a drive to left field. That one is deep, and that one's off the wall. This is Bolden on the way to second. He'll pull in there with a stand-up double. Hit that first pitch solidly and off the left field wall.
Brewer got to let himself get a little bit too close to the wall on that so that when it bounced off the wall, it bounced past him back into left field. So that's what turned what was probably going to be a single into a double.
So 2 outs, a runner at second. And that makes that double play that much bigger.
It does.
This is Sam Winsett. He singled in the first inning. It's the cleanup hitter. Horn with the pitch. Breaking ball missed outside, ball 1. Check of the runner at second, and the pitch. Hit the center field. Nowak moving back. He's got room out there and fairly deep right center. He'll haul it in for out number 3. So that is all in the third. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left. We will go to the bottom of the third inning. Middle Tennessee 4 and Delaware 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 3. Blue Raiders leading 4-1. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Conference USA Tennis Championships going on this weekend and hosted by Middle Tennessee. We have the championship game already set up. The women's division, and we've got semifinals set. Going to be tomorrow in the men's division. We'll tell you about those in a minute. Cooper Clapp will lead it off in the third inning, laid down a nice sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Swings at this first pitch, fouls it away. Strike 1. Clapp's bunt advanced Nowak and Akers to second and third, and they scored on a double by Tyler Minnick. Pugh with the pitch outside, 1-1. This young man's only a sophomore, John. He pitched his high school team, which was Freedom High School in Virginia, to a state championship, and also threw a no-hit perfect game in high school. And I don't care what level you're at, that is a rarity.
That is a rarity.
The 1-2 pitch is hit in the hole to left field. That's a base hit for Cooper Clapp. Sharp single to left. Went the other way with it. That is the Raiders' 4th hit of the game. Scoreboard has Delaware with 4 hits. I've got them with 5. How many do you have, John?
I've got them with that. That would be their 5th.
That's what I've got.
Yeah, 2 in the first inning.
1 in the second.
1 in the second and 2 in the third.
Yep. Clap for runner at first, no outs, and a little half swing by Minnick got fooled on the pitch. Strike 1. We're in the bottom of the third. The Raiders leading 4-1. Low and inside. Looking up a little information on Delaware. Mentioned they have 4 campuses around the state in Wilmington, Dover, Georgetown, and Lewis maybe. And their total enrollment's over 24,000. Pitch fouled off, 1-2 now to Minnick. Minnick grounds it to third, fair or foul. That's a foul ball.
So you mentioned that perfect game. You ever seen a perfect game?
I have. On television.
Oh, many years ago. John Wathen threw a perfect game. His most beautiful score sheet I've ever done.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch low into the turf. Perfect game. Sitting at the lunch counter in Henderson, Tennessee.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're fine, John. We're in the bottom of the third inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, or 2-2 to O'Neill, who hits one in the left center field, and a diving effort by the center fielder.
He caught that ball.
Yes, he did. That's 2 really good defensive plays in that inning. That robs O'Neill of a hit, maybe a double. So in the third, no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on. We've completed 3 full innings. Totals for Middle Tennessee: 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. And for Delaware, 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. We go to the 4th inning. Raiders leading 4-1. You're on Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Go to the 4th inning. It will be Noah Burrows, the left fielder, lead it off for the Blue Hens of Delaware. Raiders leading by a score of 4-1. Had a brief disconnect in the bottom of the third. Got it right back, so we're fine. Burrows, Charles, and Wolf here in the 4th inning against David Horn Jr. Horn with a long look And the pitch to the plate is swung on. Popped high in the air, and that's foul and out of play. Maybe grandstand. Yes. Down in the grandstand. Youngster gentleman grabs it and hands it to a youngster.
Yeah. Give it to the kid.
One strike to count. Horn's pitch is swung on, drilled into left field, just over the glove of Clay Badalak. Brewer gets it back in quickly. They'll hold him to a single. So Burrows with a leadoff hit here in the fourth inning. That's already their sixth hit. They have out-hit the Raiders 6-4. But the Raiders have outscored them 4-1.
Well, that double play in the third inning, strike him out, throw him out, double play, sure helped a lot.
Anthony Charles, the right fielder. The left-handed hitter stands in. Horn with the pitch and a line drive. Badalak's going to grab this one, and the runner was alert. He didn't stray too far from first base. So that's a line out to the shortstop for the first out. The ball that Burrows hit just went over Badalak's glove, and that one had a little bit more arch to it, and he was able to grab it. So one out, runner at first. The batter is the second baseman, Wolf. And he made a fine defensive play in the bottom of the third to start a double play. He hits the ball into right field. That one's sinking, but Rogers is going to get there into right center to make the catch, and that is out number 2. So 2 down in the fourth inning.
You don't mind giving up hits as long as you don't let them advance into scoring position and just isolate them and make them leave them on base at the end of the inning.
Eric Carr, the shortstop, will stand in. Strikeout victim in the second inning. Horn comes set. And the pitch to the plate. That's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Carr, a left-handed batter. One of only 3 in the lineup for Delaware. 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and fouled out of play. Count 1-1. Well, we are certainly glad to be back in our own ballpark.
We sure are. With a good crowd, too.
The last 2 conference series have been on the road. Fairly lengthy road trips. Here's the 1-1 coming. And it gets away from Minnick. The runner breaks for second. He'll be in there. That will either be a wild pitch or a pass ball. It was a low inside pitch. I think Minnick got his glove on it.
He did. See what they're going to do with that.
Batter may have swung at it. They've got the count 1-2 up on the board.
The umpire hadn't said anything, has he?
Horn's pitch is swung on and fouled back. Count will hold it 1-2. 2 outs here in the fourth.
They're calling that a wild pitch.
Runner at second is Burrows. Pitch is swung on and missed, and that will end the fourth inning with another first vision strikeout for David Horn. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And we will go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Middle Tennessee 4 and Delaware 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
And we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Raiders leading 4-1. All the scoring in this game done in the first inning. Delaware with a solo home run. The Raiders with a 2-run double and a 2-run home run in the first inning. So both starting pitchers have settled down a little bit since that opening inning. Right-hander Ryan Pugh ready to start the fourth inning. Home plate umpire standing in front of the plate. I don't know what the delay was, but it will be Nathan Brewer to step in as the leadoff hitter here in the fourth inning. So John has given us some light in the press box, and the dusk is falling here in Middle Tennessee. Does the dusk fall or does it creep?
It's dusky for sure.
Brewer hits one into the gap in left center. That one's going to get to the wall off the 365 mark, and Brewer will go to second base, take a turn, and come back to the bag. That is his second extra base hit of the game. Good to see him breaking out.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Raiders' fifth hit. So the leadoff man at second, no outs. The batter is Brett Rogers. He drew a walk in the first inning. Rogers, like Brewer, bats from the left side and drills it into right field for a base hit. They're going to send Brewer. The throw is coming to the plate, and he's going to be safe. He got that left hand in just below the tag of Cockrell. It was a
good throw.
Pretty good throw from right field. But the Raiders sent that runner home. Good call, Coach Nichols.
Yep, and good slide. Nathan Brewer did a great job with that slide, sliding away from the baseball into on the foul side of the plate.
It's now a 5-1 game. Rogers at first, no outs. Von Dolan the batter. Hits one foul to the right side. First baseman goes over, but he'll watch that one fall helplessly.
Yeah,
I guess.
Dick, we'll be reporting on the conference scores around the seventh inning, but I got a final for you.
All right,
that I think you'll appreciate.
Lay it on me.
All right, after this pitch. I'm going to make you wait.
One strike to count. Pitch is outside, ball one.
From up in Bowling Green, Missouri State 15, Western Kentucky 10. That sounds like a football game.
Slugfest, wasn't it?
Yeah. They played early. I'm wondering if maybe they're going to try and play two tonight.
Here's the 1-1, and that ball has hit a ton. You can kiss that one goodbye. That is a two-run homer for Brett Von Dolan, his first at Reese Smith Field this season. Von Dolan sends it soaring over the left field wall.
I think he got the wall of champions.
So the old South Properties home run comes to the front again for the Raiders. And it is now a 7-1 game. Von Dolan's 4th home run of the season and first at home this year.
That
and
gets
with nobody
scurrying.
out, the batter is Clay Badalak.
That gets a little scurrying going on in the Blue Hen bullpen, but nobody throwing yet.
Ball 1 is inside to Badalak. 2-run homer for Von Dolan. 7-1. And the ball popped foul back out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Badalak.
He needs to give his crowd down here something to really cheer about.
How many folks they got there?
I'm seeing at least 6.
There's a foul out of play, 1 and 2.
No, I'm seeing more than that. Wow. I got his parents. And at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 or 12. Wow.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Badalak.
I hope he didn't have to comp them all.
Here's the pitch by Pugh, and it's high for ball 2, 2-2. Three straight hits to open the 4th inning for the Raiders. There's a hard shot to second, going to be fielded there by the second baseman Wolf over to first. That is out number 1 here in the 4th. And with 1 out, the batter is Owen Nowak. The Raiders had a little bit of a home run drought for a while.
Right.
Kind of broke out of it at Belmont Tuesday. Nowak pops it up.
Get out.
That's right on top of the plate. The pitcher's going to take it.
How can you see that? He had the best. He had the best angle on it, though.
So that is out number 2, and the batter is Lane Akers. Well, the lights still have yet to take full effect, but it's
still lighter than it was at Belmont, Dick.
That's what I was thinking. Here's the pitch, and Akers takes a strike, 0-1.
I was thinking about those lights and what Dean said about.
There's a ball hit to right field. That's a base hit. Akers took it the other way. Takes a wide turn around first, but comes back in. The right fielder out there's got a pretty good arm.
I was thinking about what he was saying about having trouble seeing. Well, that guy that they had thrown was not throwing 96, 97 like Gavin King. Can you imagine what it was like for those guys having to hit against King?
Here's Cooper Clapp. He had a base hit his last at bat and then was doubled off. The pitch swung on, another shot to right field. Akers going to turn, head for third, and the throw goes through. He is safe. Ball bounced away from the third baseman. John, that right fielder's got a pretty good wing out there.
He sure does. He made that a close play at third base.
That's hit number 9 for the Raiders. You have them at first and third with 2 outs. The batter is Tyler Minnick.
Had a double, got robbed his last at bat. That second baseman moving right back where he was when he kept that ball from going into center field in Minnick's last at bat.
Pitch is low, ball 1, and he turned it into a double play. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is Pugh's inning. There's nobody throwing down there.
Pugh comes set. And the pitch grounded foul past third. That ball whistled by Akers' ear. He's running in foul territory, of course, down the third baseline. It's one of the first things you teach young players.
That's right.
The pitch. Low and inside. Ooh, strike called. Start to say low and inside.
Yeah,
It's a low and inside strike. 1-2. There's a ball hit high in the left field. May not be deep enough. And on the track, it'll be caught out there by the left fielder, Burrows. Just got under it just a little bit, or that would have been gone.
Yeah, had his back to the wall when he caught it.
Raiders send 8 men to the plate in the fourth inning, score 3 runs on 5 hits, and 2 men left on base. So we have completed 4 full innings. Middle Tennessee 7 and Delaware 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Go to the 5th inning. Raiders leading by a score of 7-1. Picked up a 3 spot in the 4th inning. Brett Von Dolen with a 2-run homer. And so I guess Brett gets to be on the radio again, huh?
I guess so. Well, one of the things that has impressed me about Brett Von Dolen, though, even though he's been having troubles at the plate.
Here is the first pitch to the number 9 hitter. He skies it high in the air to left field. Nathan Brewer's going to take it.
Took a while to come down.
DeCesare is out. Number 1. I don't have to say his name, but one
DeCesare, yeah. Anyway, to finish that thought on Brett Von Dolen, despite his struggles at the plate, it has not affected his defense one bit. He is just absolutely solid at third base.
Here's Sal Mineo, the center fielder, has a home run and a single. And the first pitch from David Horn is a strike call. That's a rather famous name, isn't it, John?
What?
Sal Mineo.